Hello and welcome back to the Critically Clueless. Today we are in Mountain Blade Bannerlord and we're continuing our Let's Play series. Now, in the last episode we've done a lot of battles and hopefully we're going to continue to do so in this episode as well. We was experimenting with a bow in the last episode and you know what? We failed quite hard. So we're going to see how that goes in this episode as well. Probably doing much of the same, to be fair. I'm going to see if I can catch this guy up there. I reckon that'd be a half decent fight, or at least a half decent few points here. I think he is faster than me though. He's traveling at 4.6 and we're traveling at 4.4, so that's probably not gonna happen. Okay, let's go back. We're going to at least pick up some more wood for, you know, when we want to go back and do a little bit more smithing. That's something we've started, so we might as well continue doing that. Buy products. There we go. Look at all that wood. That's nice and cheap as well at 12 dinars each. That's going to be quite pretty. We are exceeding our carry weight, so I think what we should probably do is find ourselves a nice little town. There we go. Let's pop in here. Find ourselves a nice little town. Get rid of some of our gear. Get some more money. And then go find ourselves maybe a battle or two. There we go. There's actually someone for us to talk to here as well.
Yes. Do I know you? I am Istiazo.
Ah, the dragon banner.
We have one piece. The banner of course, our glory.
Now, unfortunately, I've actually had issues completing the dragon banner quest. So if anyone's actually managed to successfully, do the dragon banner on console, let me know, because I've had it bug out repeatedly. Obviously, there's a very long, huge game, so it does take time. But yeah, it has taken. Unfortunately, I have not been able to complete it. Save the Empire. Let's save the Empire.
Good. When you have
there we go. Now where are we going? We're going to go to trade. Let's sell everything that we don't need. Get ourselves a little bit more money. Don't want any of this gear. We want all of this gear through the battles that we just had in the last episode. Hopefully we're going to get a decent amount of money for all of this. That would be nice. There are some fine nail boots at the bottom. We're going to see if they are better than what we've already got, or if we actually have better. We have better. Kushti kushti. And how about these? Do we have better? We have better again, so we can get rid of those. Doubt we've got. What we made right now? Made 13,000. Still getting rid of a load of stuff. We're finally within our carry capacity, which is a good thing. Obviously, we did get all of that wood. We kind of need to turn it to charcoal. It's something we need to constantly be building up. Yeah, we've got much better than all of this. Well, actually, they do not have enough money. So what we're going to do, I'm going to buy some of these. This is crafting material. And it costs an absolute ton, to be fair, all of this crafting material. So if we buy that up, we can use that later in the game. Absolutely. Same with these wooden hammers. 31 wooden hammers, that breaks down into wood. And what else do we want? Blacksmith hammers. Yeah, we could use them. We don't need food. Tribesmen throwing daggers. These things are beastly when it comes to smithing. So we're going to grab them up too. And now we get rid of this. It looks like we actually need to pick ourselves up some horses because we're a little bit low on carry capacity. pick ourselves up some mules, see how that goes. Do we have 4 more grand? Let's have a look. See if we can make this money back. We have better. Kushti kushti. Now let's get rid of all these helmets. We have a single helmet here, but we actually have the same equivalent, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm going to keep one of those. We're going to keep the stack of barb arrows, so we can actually have a go at that. Let's get rid of the shields because we can't break them down through smithing, unfortunately. It's a real shame. I wish you could. I really wish you could smith yourself a shield. I think it would be very cool, as well as armor. I think armor would be cool, but I do think that smithing swords would be very, very cool. Oh, is there 4 grand's worth of stuff for us to pick up? Let's have a look. Hardwood is something we need. I guess we could grab that very quickly. Bit more expensive than the last. I don't think any of this is particularly cheap though. Tools. I feel like tools is cheap. 66. Got nothing to compare it to right now. Pottery. I don't think it's going to happen. Do they have better armor? We're at 3,000 short. What can we buy in here for 3,000? Maybe more horses. I think horses may be the way to go. All of that is the stuff that we've just sold them. Let's go up to the top and have a look at these horses. Okay, so let's buy some more weight. That'll do. Okay, so we need to do the hideout for the mission. What is this? It's a caravan. Because we're at war with Sturgia. That's what that was. Let's go do this hideout. We might as well go do the hideout. Our scouting's gone up, which is cool. Oh, do you see? Okay, we can't do the hideout because we have to wait till night time. And there's an army that I would rather avoid. Let's pop down here. That army is following us, and that's definitely not one we want to fight. These troops, absolutely. However, we would have the whole being delayed for 6 hours thing, so I'm going to avoid that fight, or at least not pursue it, because I think the army would catch me if I did. Though they are considerably slower. Yeah, they've run away. I wonder where that army is actually going. Unless it is popping up here. It is. Well, it's certainly popping this way. Well, we have to be smart. We can't take on a huge... Well, we can't take on 400 troops. Oh, they've gone down. I think they were just chasing me. Let's have a look. Oh, where did they go? So we have an army just up here. Ooh, let's just quickly pop that back. Sorry about that. Oh, I wonder where that army went. Ah, here they are. Hello, they're chasing a fellow army. They're in a bit of a dangerous spot in there. They've got a hell of a lot of troops surrounding them. No way they're engaging that. Ooh, they're chasing. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Luckily, I'm faster. I would absolutely like to fight somebody. I don't want to fight that huge army. You have to be a little bit tactical, a little bit, you know, a little bit wary of what we're doing. Pop up here if we have to. We've got some stuff to do anyway. Oh, he chased me all the way up here again. Absolute git. Okay, we'll forget about him for a second. Go to the tavern. And we've got our buddy here. He was a caravan leader, I believe. So that means that we do have to reset up that caravan, because if we don't set up, then we're not going to be getting that money. So if we go to... Who should we go to? Go to the brewer, maybe. Talk to him.
Hey.
Introduce ourselves. Form the caravan. Now it's going to cost us 15,000. I would highly recommend actually choosing that option rather than the option with more troops, because it costs a hell of a lot more money. And what actually happens is that the upgraded troops move slower than the basic caravan. Now the basic caravan can run away from battles a hell of a lot quicker than the upgraded version. So, you know, keep that in mind. That's why I always go for the basic option. We're going to stick to the same guy because he's already, you know, upgrading his scouting, upgrading his trade. So we're going to keep sticking with the same guy. And let's wait here for a second. Now our smithing stamina was quite low, so we need to wait in order to, you know, to get that smithing stamina back up again. Oh, hello. What is this? Our brother's hit 14 now. We're going to be using him. What are we going to be using him as? Right here, it looks like I've been putting points into leadership, which is pretty cool. Useful for sure. So putting more points into social would make sense. What else have we got options for? Endurance, I think, is a good one. So we're going to do that. We're going to put a point on endurance. And what else have we got? Not going to have him be a merchant because that's not going to work. One-handed swords, I think, will work too. There we go. We'll do him like that. So we have got our smithing skill or stamina back. We've got quite a few logs for us to change into charcoal. All these guys have got the appropriate perk, which is good. It's giving us 3 charcoal for every 2 hardwood. These guys haven't, so we're going to switch over to smelting. And we're going to smelt down all of these. We could get some money for them. However, I prefer the parts. I prefer, you know, the raw parts at the moment. Once we have everyone leveled, when we get more people leveled, we will be able to get the correct perks on them, so we can actually learn more skills and more things as we break down weapons. There's really 2 ways to learn all the parts. One of them is by breaking down the weapons, having the correct parts to do that, and the other way would be to make the weapons. Personally, I have found that breaking down the weapons, it means you can learn those parts quicker than making them. There we go. And we've got some more weapons to break down. So let's go and do that. Craft. Oh, I didn't realise we had any crafted swords left. I may have to go and sell those. Yeah, I think going to sell them is probably a good idea if we get them off us. That way we're not actually gonna smelt them down and waste that money. We have two swords. Not really much, 500 quid a piece. Obviously, the next time we do some smithing, we're probably gonna end up making a lot more money. So that's gonna work out in our favour. Stewardship and leadership are going up nicely there. We just got experience points on both of those. I need to actually have a look to see what kind of perks that we've got going on, what we've leveled up, and see how that goes. There's also a tournament happening right now. What's it for? That's the question. A helmet. What kind of helmet? Let's have a look. Because we currently have our helmet. There are 2 helmets we have on us. We got from here. It is tier 4. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. We haven't done a tournament for a while. We're going to do a bit of betting. Try and double our money, or get a little bit of money anyway. And join. I haven't done a tournament for a little while, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. We got in a hit, which is good. Oh, nope. Don't do it. Don't kill me. Cool. Okay, so we made it for a round. Half health, of course. Got some more points on our 2-handed weapons as well. Britannia, they kind of do 2-handed weapons a lot in their tournaments. Yeah, we got that again. The tournaments are a great way to focus on, certain things that you want upgraded. So if you want 1-handed, 2-handed, that kind of thing. Oh, nice. Just dance around him, really. Just have a little bit of a dance, and you're gonna win. Kind of cool. Although I have lost so many of those. I lost quite a few, I think, in this playthrough as well. There we go. 2v2 once again. Hey, we got first hit. I'm really glad we got first hit. And we got first kill as well. Brilliant. Okay, Kushti, we are level 42 in our 2-handed weapons. So that works out okay. Now it's the last. Oh, we got a little sword going on. Ah, we missed. That's not cool. Hey, we got the kick in. The kick kind of stopped him. He was going to win, basically. We couldn't outwin him. He was hitting us, and by the time we swung to try and hit, he would already hit us, so we haven't got in that kick. We would have probably died. So I'm glad we got that in. We got a helmet as well. I wonder how much it is worth. I'm hoping it's around what we already have. Let's have a look. And I have gone straight past it, haven't I? There it is. It's only worth £2 grand. We probably shouldn't have even bothered with that tournament, to be fair. That sucks. We're going to sell the big one as well. Okay, let's continue getting rid of all of our wood, turning that into charcoal. I really do like having a big charcoal supply, because constantly going back, because you need more charcoal, can be a real pain in the ass. So I like making sure I have a decent pile before I really begin going through the motions in smithing. to be fair, we've almost got rid of everything now, which is good. Couple of bits left. I'll do one more round of it. So we can break down everything. It means that our backpack isn't so full as well. There we go. Let's see about that. Now let's go straight to smithing. We're going to switch over to these three. We've got our surgeon. The surgeon's going to be with us an incredibly long time. So I quite like to invest points into smithing or into trade, depending on which route you're going down. In one of those long-term companions, he's kind of the guy that we're going to want around with us for a very long time. So investing those points, I think, is, a good idea. And there we go. We've got rid of everything now, which is good. We're getting a little bit more wood. And we'll leave it at that. Let's look at our perk points now and see where we're sitting with that. See what we can upgrade. What have we got? We've got one-handed weapons. We've got a perk there. What do we want? So we've got arrow catcher or shield wall, larger shield protection, area against projectiles. Probably a good idea. My problem is I don't use my shield enough. Your shield takes 20% less damage when blocking the wrong direction. I never block the correct direction, so I'm going to go down there just to kind of, help things out a little bit. What do we have? Is this our wife? Feel like this is our wife. So we're going to put a focal point into smithing. She's going to be with us an incredibly long time. If we're going to go down that route, we need to have extra companions doing so. He is our shop owner, so we're going to put an extra point into trade. He's the caravan dude. Decrease 15% decrease in sale price penalty for equipment. Now they do trade goods, so that's what we're going to do. That's going to make the most sense. It's going to make us the most money. Scouting levels doing pretty good. Movement speed. Let's go this one. Now he's got a point in athletics for us to put into. Increase your movement speed by 3%. Now we've got our surgeon, who also has a focal point. So we're going to put that in medicine because that makes the most sense. That's what he's doing. Resting, increase heal rate, high morale, increase relationship with a notable. Well, let's do that one. And then we have got a point in athletics as well for him for when he's on the battlefield. This doesn't help us at all, so we're going to go down here. And then he also has a one-handed weapon perk to put on. Same one with what we got. It doesn't really matter because we are not him, so he's doing his own thing. We have our smith. He has a point. Let's see. Doubles the chances of learning new crafting parts through smithing. That is what we want and what we need right now. So that's what we're going to do. And then we've got our brother as well. He has a focal point. He's a party leader. So as a party leader, we want him to have high scouting. We want him to have high leadership, high stewardship. It's not really much we can kind of put a point on to make a difference. So I guess putting that extra point into scouting is the right idea. We do need some more attribute points, however, if that's going to be the case. But I think they probably better served in social or intelligence. Yeah. I think that would be fair. And I think we're all done now. All back to the beginning. Kushti. All right. Where is our clan? We are now clan rank level 3. I must have missed the pop-up. Perhaps we had it in the tournament, but that's kind of cool because what that means is we have extra room for more peoples, and I think we've got an extra party. I think we gained ourselves an extra party there as well. Let's have a look. We did. Okie dokie. Now, who do we want to be our party dude? None of these guys have the qualities really for having that that extra party. So maybe we're gonna have to hire somebody. The sooner we get that, the better, because it means we're going to be getting more renown, more money for our clan. We're going to have to hire someone else. It should mean with that, yeah, we got an extra companion slot as well. I think we also got an extra workshop slot. Yeah, we can have 4 now. We have 0, but we can have 4. Workshops are kind of bugged at the moment, which is really annoying that it's so bugged. So I think these armies are coming over here. They are not. They are not coming over there at all. Well, that's not good. In that case, let's recruit some troops. Let's recruit some over here too. Might have to give some to my brother because he's in an army with me. He's not going to be recruiting the troops that he needs. So if we grab hard up a load, we should be able to gift him some troops. Almost there. Where's another place? There we go. We've got a couple of places up here to recruit. Now, I really like the fact that we've gone to clan tier level 3 right now. Because we've gone to clan tier level 3 and we're able to have a third party as well, it means we're actually able to run, an army through our own troops at a decent bloody level now, which is pretty cool. Oh, we are being given our first castle. That is crazy talk. I don't know if I want a castle right now. I certainly don't want a castle. I'd like a town. That would be cool. A castle? Meh. But we'll take it. It's our first one. I'm going to have a look at that, see where that is. I wasn't expecting a castle. Anyway, this is what we wanted to do. We need to go to army. We need to go to manage. We need to kick the brother out the army because we really don't want him in here. There he is. So if we have a little chat to him,
it's been a while.
We should be able to inspect troops. Now he can have 35 more troops than he currently has. And let's pop him all of these guys. There we go. He can have 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do I want to give him? 5, 6? Yeah, we'll do that. Let's have him rejoin the army. And now if we run around and collect everything that we've got, we can get up to our proper number. We do need to find a party head, however, so looking through the encyclopedia, finding out who's actually currently in this world or spawned into this world is probably a good idea. Also finding out which castle I have been given is also a very good idea. It's probably in the middle of bloody nowhere. 2. There we go. So now we're full. We're rocking 259. Now that really isn't bad. 259 troops for just myself and my brother. We're still pretty early on in this playthrough, so I'm happy with that. Especially once we get that extra party in as well. Wait a minute, have we got ourselves a town? It wasn't a castle. That's pretty awesome. I think we got incredibly lucky, guys. And if that is the case, then we need to kind of get a shift on the party and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to my wife currently, I believe, is the best option for party leader. As she has stewardship, I believe. Yeah, 105 in stewardship. Am I going to give her troops? I probably should. Because if I don't, that could be an issue. So let's give her some troops. How many she got? 19? That'll be enough. She'll get some more. We're also going to need to give our town some troops as well. No idea what it's currently sitting on, but I guarantee you it's going to be less than it should be. But we are 1 over. Let's get rid of 1. There we go. Let's pop over here. Well, we're certainly winning a war, and we managed to get a town. I'm very, very surprised. Quite happy, however. Remember just moments ago I wasn't sure if we even wanted it. There we go. So, let's go to a managed town and a governor. Kushti Kushti. Do we have a sturgeon to kind of like boost up this? Because one of the first things you need to do when you get a town is really check your loyalty. If that loyalty falls down, it's, you know, too low, they could rebel. If they rebel, then that town's going to go against you and you're going to lose it. And there's pretty much nothing you can do about it apart from retake it. As you can see, everything is looking against us. It's not my culture. They are starving. Security is bad. So there is, you know, loyalty is not great right now. Now, one thing we can do to help that is actually go to Festival and Games. The Festival and Games will increase settlement loyalty by 3. It means that nothing else is getting done, and that does suck. But it's worth doing. So if we... There we go, that should be the active one right now. Nope, it's not. And I need to see if we have any sturgeons within our clan. So we need to put them as a governor, or at least that's the hope. I believe he's the only spare guy we actually have. Let's bring up the encyclopedia. We're going to go for heroes. I'm going to go for a wanderer. And now we'll go for sturgeon. There we go. So there's a few here. The one that we actually have is sturgeon. So that's cool, except he is, well, he's ours. We kind of need him. He is our smith. Ooh, where's Frostbeard? He's kind of a good dude. Ah, I know where that is. That is in Empire territory, that is. It is. Okay, so for now, if we go here, and we will assign him for right now. There we go. How is loyalty doing now? It's still on a downturn, which isn't great. Let's pop some cash in as well, just to help construction. And I think we also need to probably give them some food as well, as they're starving. So if we go to trade and then sell them an extra food that we have quite a bit of food on us, so we're a little bit lucky there. We can sell them a bit of grain, and that will help with the town starving. There we go. Now let's look at the garrison. What are we looking at? 60 troops? That's not cool at all. Luckily, we do have some troops to give them. Stocking up on troops is a good idea because it's going to help with security. The more security we have, the more people are going to be happy. There you go, we'll get rid of those 22 youths. And then we'll get rid of these 11 as well. And that puts them up a little bit. We've got 50 troops that we need to quickly round up and recruit. But yeah, not too bad. I think things are looking okay. Loyalty should be heading in the correct direction. There's a few policies I'd like to see implemented to help with that. But we don't have a huge amount of influence right now, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to actually pass those policies that we want. Let's quickly pop them up. Where else can we go? We can pop up here real quick. Yeah, town loyalty. Probably the most important stat to be looking at when it comes to town security. Or, you know, the town stats at all. Because if that reaches too low and your town rebels, it absolutely sucks. Especially if it happens when you have had no idea it was going to happen. It kind of happens out of the blue if you take your eye off it for whatever reason. Not fun. Ooh, that is a lot of basics. There's a lot of basics. Sturgio always first to go in my playthroughs. Always. You see that army of 401? Don't particularly want anything to do with them. If I had my extra party, it'd be a bit more even. Hopefully my wife is busy getting more troops together. Now, some people at the moment think that you have to have your wife with you in order to make babies, but apparently she figures out a way to do that without you. So you don't necessarily have to have her in your party in order to, you know, be making more heirs. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. At the moment, there's no mechanic in the game that kind of, you know, stops illegitimate heirs from taking over your kingdom. You just have to pray and trust that she's making the right decisions. Well, the game's funny sometimes. There we go, just have to help out our little friend. Oh, it was the king! Well, you're lucky, mate, to be fair, ain't ya? Let's be honest. I was there to, you know, help you out. All right, we're going to take everyone, so we're going to try and drop them off really quickly. We're going to leave the prisoners there. And then we'll take all the goodies as well. And how far? We're pretty close to home. We need to drop off as many of these troops as possible. Hopefully too many of them don't desert. That's the, you know, fingers crossed and all that. Can we make it before we get a deserter? I believe we did. I'll take that as a win. Open up the garrison. And let's see what troops we can plop in. Oh, we want all of those in. All of the basics. We'll keep him. And all of these guys as well. There we go. So that leaves us another 50 to go collect for ourselves, but there's 175 in now at least. You know, it will set us up a little bit. We still need to fill it up. I would like to put in 300 troops at least. That's what I'd like. So that's the marker for the next episode. But thank you for joining me again in another episode of Bannerlords, guys. This haven't exactly been particularly action-packed. We did win ourselves a tournament. We've done a little bit of smithing. We leveled up a clans here, but most importantly, guys, we managed to get our first town inside the game. Pretty much doing nothing. That's kind of awesome. I do like being part of a kingdom, even if it is being a vassal for someone else. But anyway, I'm going to leave this episode right here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And I will see you in the next episode real soon. Until then, happy gaming.